What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Mick. Today I have a video that's kind of a weapon review of the Annihilator, or the Alternator. I pronounced that wrong. It's a twin barrel SMG. Its damage is 75, accuracy at 50, range at 40, fire rate at 60, and has a 20 round magazine clip. The only good attribute of this weapon is its damage. That's where it shines. As you will see in the gameplay, up close and mid-range, this weapon is pretty good. However, I was struggling with it because I haven't played Titanfall 2 in a while. Finished a campaign for Mafia 3 and been playing a lot of Battlefield 1. And I finally came back to this because I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with uploading videos, and I know it's been about, 4 weeks now, so it's been about a month since I uploaded. My computer basically took a shit on me. I had to get certain things fixed and blah blah blah. Long story short, I decided that I'm going to upload using different software than I was originally using, because I was doing all the spectacular stuff with a different software, and I was using Windows Media Player to upload because it was a lot quicker than any other software. However, Windows Media Player for some reason won't export my videos anymore. It has an issue. It's something that's based around my computer. I don't know what, because I'm not a super techie guy, so I do apologize for that. I will be uploading 3 videos today, if not 4. 3 Titanfall videos and maybe one other video. I like this weapon, but I was struggling with it because it seems like its rate of fire is at 60, and then the next video I'm doing is about the car, which is a great SMG, and when I played it, when I used the car in a beta or the tech test or the tech test or whatever, it seemed to struggle because its damage is only at 40, but its accuracy is at 85, its range is at 40, and fire rate is at 70, and it's 30 rounds in the magazine. So the 30 rounds, the fact that it's very accurate and has a good fire rate, I think that's what really helps it. So it has a lot more, has better attributes than the Alternator. However, the Alternator, I just in the tech test or whatever, I got that to max level for that weapon in what was available in the tech test, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved that weapon. It was my favorite, but it seems like it was quite watered down in the actual game. In a way, I do appreciate the fact that they kind of nerfed that weapon a little bit, because it really was, on the side of it was a little bit overpowered, because I was just like barely even trying, and I was melting people with that weapon. Now it seems like you actually have to be very precise with your shots, so it feels like it's still got good damage, but it doesn't have that much range, and it's not that accurate, because once again its accuracy is only at 50, so it's not that accurate. But up close it does pretty well. Its range is the same really, but its fire rate is lower, as less rounds in the magazine, and its accuracy is way low. It's at 50 compared to 85 in the car. So I'm comparing the car and the Alternator as of right now, and I have to say, me using the car in the next video, I have to determine, because I'm kind of making the audio over this video, so I wanted to bring insight or as much valid information about this weapon. So I thought I'm going to play and capture gameplay for the car and see what the difference is. And I have to say, the car is, its fire rate, the fact that it's 30 rounds in the magazine, it's a whole hell of a lot better. I really enjoy it much more. However, it feels like it maybe got a little bit of a buff, upon release of the game, because like I said, in the tech test, it was really bad. I really didn't enjoy it really that much, so I was like, I can't wait to get a different weapon, because I was just so tired of it. It was just kind of like, it felt like a chore using it. Now it feels like it's not a chore. It feels like a fun, kind of like a fuck you, using that weapon, because it's not like the best weapon in the game or anything, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't know what to compare it to. It's kind of like a hybrid between like an M4, if I was to go down that route to compare, like real weapons to fake made-up weapons. It's kind of like an M4 mixed with like an MP7, I guess it would be a good comparison. And what really attracted me to the Alternator was really that it kind of reminds me of the MP7, and that's the kind of weapon I like to use in in the Call of Duty series or any other games. Kind of like it. The name's cool. It looks cool. So that's why I was attracted to the Alternator. I go by visuals, I go by feel, and in the tech test, the Alternator was great. And once again, I mentioned that it was watered down, but its damage is awesome. So if you're doing close range engagements, that weapon is where is your bread and butter. I mean, that's where you use that weapon, is close quarters battle, and close quarters battle only, really, to be honest. However, you can also use it in mid-range engagements, but you're going to probably, use most of your magazine, and then you're going to have to reload depending on your playstyle, because I reload after every kill. That's like my thing. That's something that's like a force of habit, I guess you would call it. So I really have to say, I really enjoy this. I do enjoy the Alternator. It's kind of like, almost, it feels like you're kind of on, I feel like, SMGs would be like, in your face, kind of a rushing class, but it seems like this weapon's more like, I'm going to kind of follow my teammates and get the scraps kind of a weapon. That's what it feels like to me, just by honest feel. I still like the weapon, I still like the way it looks, I still like the way it feels. It is still a good weapon. I'm not going to deny it, anything, and I feel like it is, out of the 4 SMGs that we do have, which the next one after that is the Volt, and then there's the R97. And then comparing, the R97 only has 35 damage, and the Volt has only 35 damage. So, obviously, I would say the car and the Alternator are kind of like, I still haven't determined which one would be, first place, but, those are the top 2 weapons out of the class. The only thing that one of the other weapons has which is the R97, which you unlock at level 41. It has a fire rate of 100, so it has a ridiculous fire rate, and actually looks like the Vector, if you guys know what that is. Yeah, it kind of looks like the Vector, so it has a crazy fire rate. It has 40 round magazine, 40 round magazine clip and everything like that, but its accuracy is horrible. It's at 22, and then obviously its damage is at 35, and range, all the range is all the same, so it's at 40. But its fire rate and magazine size is what gives it like a little bit of an edge, it seems like. But I would still put the Alternator and the car, in the top 2 positions when it comes to the SMG class, and I like those weapons the most. I've used the Volt briefly, and it's kind of like, it really depends. It depends on your playstyle. But I have to say, I like the Alternator overall. I really do like it. I think the car is a little bit better, it seems like, just by what it feels like by playing it. But anywho, I'm the Min. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I apologize that I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm trying to work on that so I can upload daily. It's just been, personal life, and, no excuses, but personal life, work, and then, all these technical difficulties I've been having. I've been trying to figure this shit out. So, I finally got it. So, I hopefully, you guys do enjoy this video, and definitely do hit that like button, and, subscribe, and leave me a comment, because that's what I like to see. I like to see comments and all that kind of stuff. I like to see, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm the Mint. That's pretty much my video. Peace.
That's how you do a job. They're hitting us hard, but we can still win this thing. Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call.